Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine and having good health. Today we have the topic that is boiling point. It is mainly the property of the liquids. So let's have a look that what does mean by the boiling point. So if we have a look by definition on the boiling point, then boiling point is mainly the temperature and the temperature at which the vapor pressure of liquid becomes equal to the external pressure. Now, what does mean by the external pressure? Because you guys know about the vapor pressure, the pressure exerted by the vapors. Pressure by the vapors is known as the vapor pressure, and the external pressure is mainly the atmospheric pressure on the liquid. That what is the pressure exerted by the surroundings on the liquid, it is mainly known as the external pressure. So we have to note the temperature at which the vapors that exert their pressure, it becomes equal to their external pressure. For example, we have a liquid in a container like this. We have a container, and in this container we have a liquid molecules like this, and we just started to heat that. We're going to heat that liquid. When we started to heat that, the kinetic energy of the molecules increases and they started to change into the vapors. When they started to change into the vapors, as this is the liquid and this is the vapors. Why they started to change into the vapors? Because by heating, their kinetic energy increases and they started to change into the vapors, and a time reached when the vapor pressure of the liquid becomes equal to the external pressure that is exerted by the surrounding air on the vapors, or we can see that atmospheric pressure. And at that point the liquid started to boil, means the more molecules of the liquid started to change into the vapor phase. And when they started to change into the vapor phase and there is a formation of the bubbles in the liquid, at that point we just need to note the temperature with the help of the thermometer, and that temperature is basically known as the boiling point of the liquid. So this is a simple boiling point of the liquid, that how we can measure. Next we have the graphical representation about the boiling point of the liquid. This graph is simple between the external pressure that is along y-axis, and along the x-axis we have the boiling points. We have the direct relation between the external pressure and the boiling point. When we increase the external pressure, we have we just gain a line that is going to be upward. It's mean when we increase the vapor pressure or the external pressure over the vapors of the liquid, then the boiling point also increases. So external pressure, or we can also write it as the atmospheric pressure or the pressure of the surroundings, it is directly proportional to the boiling point. When external pressure increases, the boiling point also increases. Next, we have the factors that are going to affect the boiling point of the liquid. Mainly, we have two factors that affect the boiling point of the liquid. The number one factor, we have the nature of the liquid. Nature of the liquid, or we can say that the intermolecular forces that will affect the boiling point of the liquid. And second one we have external pressure, that how the external pressure is going to affect the liquids. Okay, so let's discuss these factors one by one. We have the nature of the liquid. For example, if we talk about the polar liquids, these polar liquids have high boiling points. Now, why they have high boiling points? Simple reason is that in polar liquids, the intermolecular forces, the forces that are between the molecules of the liquid, these forces are strong. And when these forces are strong, then there is formation of less vapors and the vapor pressure will also be less. So polar liquids have high boiling points. On the other hand, when we have a look on the non-polar liquids, the non-polar liquids have low boiling points. Why they have low boiling points? The reason is this: the intermolecular forces between them is weaker. So the intermolecular forces are weaker, so the molecules are attracted with less force of attraction towards one another, and there is formation of more vapors, and the vapor pressure will be high, so their boiling point will be low. So this is a simple effect of nature of liquids or intermolecular forces over the boiling point. Next we have the external pressure, that how the external pressure will affect the boiling point. As we have seen that external pressure is having direct relation with the boiling point. It's mean when we increase the external pressure, then the boiling point of the liquid also increases. Because by the definition, we know that boiling point is the temperature at which the pressure exerted by the vapors of the liquid becomes equal to the external pressure. So, if the external pressure is high, then there must be the requirement of more vapors. And when there are more vapors and the external pressure is high, then the boiling point will also be high. On the other hand, when we have a look on, there is less external pressure, then the boiling point will also be less. For example, when we are at the sea level, here the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius and the atmospheric pressure we have, it is almost 101.325 kilopascal. And when we are at Murray Hills, we have just seen that here the boiling point of the water is gonna to be decrease. Now why? Because here the external pressure is less. So this is a simple effect of the external pressure on the boiling point. I hope you guys understand, and if you have any queries you may ask me about it in the comment section. And the next topic we will discuss about the freezing point and the melting point. For that time, have a good day and Allah Hafiz.